Hi, this is Dr. P to briefly talk about project scope for beginning designers. And I want to thank Ian Schreiber for reminding me that there's 2 points of emphasis involved here. It's typical for experienced people to caution beginning video game designers, aspiring designers, students, whatever you want to call them, to drastically cut down the scope of their projects. And by scope we mean the length, the size of the game, because typically students bite off far more than they can chew, resulting in lots of partially finished projects. Keep it short and simple. However long you think it will take, it'll probably take more than twice as long. It may take 10 times as long, and sometimes it's just impossible. Keep in mind that AAA video games are the result of hundreds of man-years of effort. There's no way that you and your friends or fellow students can replicate that, even if you were as good as those pro game makers and even if you had their equipment and their facilities. What you need are complete games. This is why I try to get students to first modify existing games. Tabletop games first, because you can modify it and immediately see what the difference it makes, and later with level editors of video games. This helps keep the project length small. So first you work on very small to you projects that might actually get finished, and then when you finish them you can go on to something longer, finishing at each step, and you work your way into longer projects. No one cares about half-finished, which you might think of as half-baked, games. Your objective is to complete games. Now, having said that, you don't want to take risks in the project scope, but feel free to take risks in the kinds of games you design. And that's Ian's point. We don't want to discourage beginners from taking design risks. We don't want them to think that they have to make another safe tower defense or match 3 or standard kind of game. It's best to take these risks when you're starting out than when it means a lot of money to other people and people are depending on you. Purple cows are okay. Now, what's a purple cow? This is originally a term from marketing. It means something that's really unusual that gets people's attention, as a purple cow would. So if you make a game that's unusual, that gets people's attention, as long as you finished it, then that's your purple cow, and you'll be noticed much more after you've left school and you're looking for a job, or after you've got to the point where you think you're good enough that you're going to look for a job. So to summarize, don't take risks with a project length, but be fine with risks such as design risks that won't increase the length of the project.